for what I'm using today, not for the entire investment which I have made. And I can scale up basis my own requirement in future. Looking for integrated solutions, not the silos of the product. Right. Earlier we used to have a different product for different kind of solutions. Right. For email we have a different solution. For communication we have a different solution. But now people are looking for integrated solution wherein you get everything under one roof. Right. Be it your email, your communication, your SMS, your data, everything under one. Right. So that kind of integrated solution is being liked by SMEs, and that's a market demand which we need to understand. And when we know this all technology, there is a support which is very much expensive. We also need to be have a partnership with a player which can give us the very good support also, right? So coming to our strength, Tata Tele Business Services, it's a very familiar name in Gujarat market, having more than 1500 plus strong enterprise team. Say we are the largest dedicated B2B player, and we are focusing on the B2B market with having that kind of strength in 60 plus cities. We have more than 33,000 plus business customers and more than 1,200 partners and 400 plus partner manager on managing these partners. We have more than 1.2.5 kind of optical fiber cable that makes us very unique than our peers in terms of our service quality, and the products and offering which we give to our customers. Right now, doing with the smart. So, what does it mean to you when I say smart solution? What does it mean to you, or what is it for you? We'll take for 10-second pause in case we have any quick answers here. If you can just let us know what is smart solution for you. What do you mean by smart solution for your organization perspective? So, smart solution is something which increases the efficiency of your employee, the productivity, which reporting very seamless for your management, and which ensure the business profit, business growth, and it also ensure that the operations are uninterrupted. So we have one such which is hitting the market, SmartFlow. It's a cloud communication suite, right, which ensure that your communication of organization it's a seamless without having any kind of investment in your premises or in your offices. You can have a complete communication suite on a cloud platform, and which will ensure the complete communication need in terms of the connectivity, the reporting, and the management and the scalability. See, nowadays, what are the key challenges for any business? It's a business continuity, and we have faced this. When there was a COVID, we were not allowed to. The communication tools or communication services which we have taken inside our offices, they were of no use, right? We were paying unnecessarily, or it was idle, and we were not able to communicate. People are working from home, and hence we are not able to understand which kind of communication is going on in our organization. Plus the productivity enhancement. While we know employees are working at home, and when there is a productivity challenges, that is something which any management is looking for. The cost optimization. All this thing, it should not burden the organization in terms of the overall capex requirement, and it should have the ability to scale, right? Because the market is dynamic. You never know when you're going to need what kind of services or capacity, right? And most important is customer data and privacy, because today's market data is a, if a customer's data or any financial data is getting leaked from somewhere, it is going to be huge losses to any organization. Hence, we are introducing the SmartFlow, which is a smart, multi-model, multifunctional, flexible and scalable and secured communication suite, which will take care of your entire communication need with a customer or with your internal employees in a standard with organization productivity. Why SmartFlow? Right? Because it's a anywhere, anytime. As I said in an
That's
earlier slide,
that's
uh, there is no investment which is required inside your premises. It's a capex free, operational and capex capital cost. So it's a pay-per-use services. You can subscribe to it, you can use it for the period you need it, and then you can scale it as per your requirement. It's an enterprise grade security and reliability. It's in a complete secured private data center place, wherein it will give you the business continuity with 99.5% uptime. Get all kind of business intelligence. It comes up report analytic tools for your projects, your campaign. You can have voice to text, text to voice kind of a mapping, keyword mapping, everything, all kind of business intelligence, sentiment analysis. Also, you can have through this tool on demand and scalable. As I
Yes, sir,
said,
your
it's a
slide
flexible
is not
tool.
moving. Yes, sir, the slide is not moving. So can you please again have to check?
Okay, see some issue. Yes, thank you for highlighting it. It enhances your customer experience because it provides you seamless and frictionless customer service experience. And the artificial intelligence provide all kind of call routing along with the IVRs as per a requirement, be it a geographical routing, be it a time-based routing, or be it any kind of routing, everything is possible. It's a plug and play solution which gets integrated with your own CRM services, and you can start making call through your own CRM services. So how the smartphone makes it easy because it has the intelligent routing. You can uh, decide the routing basis the requirement. Smart call flow to the agent. Then the agent performance monitoring, like for how many hours agent has worked, how many calls he has made, how many incoming calls he has received, how many outgoing calls he has made, what is the average call duration, what is the customer sentiment of all calls. You can manage the contacts very easily on this tool. It has a sticky agent, it has an intelligent assistant, no crank call, and comprehensive dashboard. So as a management, you can have a complete outlook of all your voice communication need. You can see each and every agent's performance. You can go to a recording of each and every call. You can barge the call. You can whisper the call. All kind of functionality is available in the smart flow solution. It is covering the all segment. So there is no such specific segment which can be benefited uh, through the smart flow. It can benefit each and every segment like IT, ITES, retail, manufacturing, entertainment, logistics, e-commerce, automobile, BFSI, healthcare, and education. So the product is such a scalable. It is meant for each and every segment. Any and every segment can be benefited from this product and services. So we have next services, which is a smart VPN. Uh, Again, as I said, the employees are working from home. We have our factories, we have our warehouses, and we are looking for a seamless solution which can connect all our locations, our employees in a secured and private manner. So this is a hybrid VPN connectivity between your services through MPLS VPN. Even if you're having some issues with the existing MPLS services, you can get connected through any internet service, be it broadband or internet lease line. You can even have a 3G or 4G kind of a connectivity at your premises. You can even get connected to your cloud service provider like Amazon, Google, Microsoft Azure, and you can have that kind of connectivity. You can have your employees working, they are connecting on a site to site or site to VPN. And all this is under one umbrella, which is under Smart VPN. It's a completely hybrid solution. This is a high level architecture. I'll not take much time here, but at least you can just have a look into it. It connects your offices on a private secured network on MPLS VPN, internet. You can even get connected to the cloud service provider, Amazon, Google Cloud, IBM, MS Azure. You can get connected through a 3G or 4G last mile, and everything is possible. Moving on, we have a smart office, which is one box solution, right? In today's challenging world, any SME running an operation, they are looking for a best quality video and voice and data services. Like they need to communicate internally with their employees, so they are looking for some kind of APBX services. Like they are looking for there are multiple aspects where there is a new business and office opening is required. That's not an easy job for any IT manager or CIO. It's a most challenging job to have this kind of setup done in their offices. The smart office is the solution or is the answer for all your need, which gives you, which is an multi-model data and voice solution. You can have IP-PBX, which gives you IP as well as analog connectivity in a single box. It's a data which enables the secured internet connectivity to your premises. It's a Wi-Fi access point which ensures that the people can access internet or wireless. It has a LAN switch which ensure that users are getting connected to the LAN. It can also connect your analog phones. It is also having a firewall which will ensure there is no intruders inside your network. It gives you a storage, a conferencing, and many things. It's a device which will solve all your office requirement in a single box, which gives you for any kind of data or voice requirement inside offices. So apart from this solution, there are many other solutions like a supermarket for enterprise, and in a different categories we have the solution starting from connectivity to IoT to marketing to collaboration and clouds and SaaS. So further on our security portfolio, I will invite my colleague Mr. Hemant Mathur to take the session forward. I thank you very much all of you for having it here, and we'll have a question answer once the session is over. Thank you very much. And Hemant, thank you, over to you.
Thank you, Ritesh. Thank you very much. And again, a very warm welcome to all of you in this session. And what I'll do is I'll share my screen and just a second.
Hemant ji, sorry to disturb.
Yeah.
Before you just share the screen in between, I'm just taking one poll.
Yes, please.
I'm requesting all the attendees to please answer this poll. I hope the poll is viewable on your screen. I'm just reading the question as well. What are the ways in which your organization is sustaining or growing in current times? Requesting all the attendees to please answer this poll. One more thing, really just wanted to announce that the 10 voters who will vote for this poll, first 10 voters will get a gift coupon. So I'm requesting all the attendees to please answer this poll quickly. Okay, I'm still getting few of the votes. Requesting all the attendees to please answer this poll. This poll will last for 30 seconds more. Okay, I'm getting the responses. I hope everybody is liking this session. In case if you have any requirement for any of the products which Tata has shown to you, you can directly write us on feedback@orangefabric.com. And thank you so much, guys, for voting. I'm still getting votes. Thank you so much. Keep voting on this. Still, we are continuing for top 10, requesting all the attendees to vote this poll. After completing this poll, I'll announce 10 lucky winners who will receive the gift coupon from Orange Technolab. Great, I'm just receiving one more vote. Oh. Hemanji, you can continue as well.
Thank you. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Right then, so let's start this session on cybersecurity. And before we come to cybersecurity, all of you are managing your businesses, and while managing this business, you need technology, you consume technology, and when you are connecting with your customers, and that those customers can be suppliers, that can be internal customers, that can be other stakeholders in the value chain. So when you connect with these customers, and we are using customer as a very generic term, then we are using technology, either that communication is happening through the website, or it's happening over a phone, over email, or a face-to-face meeting, which is happening less and less these days. But these are the methods how we communicate with our customers. And when we do that, we use technology. When we use technology, there are two parts of this technology that we can break. So one is the telecom part of the technology, and second is the application. So telecom part of the technology is like you're using a broadband or an internet lease line or a 4G dongle or anything to connect to this webinar organized by Orange. So when Orange Technology has organized this webinar, you're using the connectivity part, which is the telecom part, to connect to this central application. Now, what is the application? Today we are using Teams, so that is the application. So this means that both technology and application, both are important when you are conducting a business. But there is an overlaying layer on top of this, and that is security. So whether it is an application or it is connectivity, security is a layer that is on top of it. And whether we are browsing internet, whether we are accessing data on a company server, whether you are working from home, security is omnipresent. And when we talk about cybersecurity, then the question is that why cybersecurity matters, or what is the purpose? Why why it's such a big deal? So cybersecurity is not only about the financial loss. It is also, if you are running a manufacturing setup and somebody gets to know cost price of your raw material, that is a potential information loss that can have financial implications later. If somebody knows your production volume, the MIS that you have stored internally, then that is also a security breach. So there is a data loss, there is financial loss, there is loss in reputation. If somebody uses the email ID and a disgruntled staff member by accident or deliberately would send out an email to 100 IDs outside the world with some objectionable content. Is my connection lost?
Oh, Hemant, you're audible.
You're
Okay.
completely audible.
Okay. I was just I just saw that comment that popped up. Yeah. So then there is a loss in reputation because your email ID, which represents your brand, is being used there. So there are various implications of a cybersecurity breach. And now there's a little questionnaire. So please try and answer this. And here you can reply your answer in the chat box, and you can reply now. The question is, which of the following is an example of a phishing attack? Answers you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is the option? Feel free to write whatever comes to your mind first. Okay, some replies. Okay, 1. Sudhir Kumarji is saying 1. Okay, yes, sending someone an email that contains a malicious link that is disguised to look like an email from someone else. Okay, it is also called impersonification. Okay, Swapnilji is writing 4. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a lot of responses. 2, 4. Okay. Okay. So the answer is 4. The answer is 4, and this is just a fun thing. No prizes or rewards attached to it, just to kind of tickle our systems so that we kind of figure out. We know the answers, but sometimes we may kind of be a little bit hesitant, or it kind of makes us more aware. Then the second question is, what is this practice called? somebody has access to someone else's computer system, and the user, who is the prime user, is not able to access. So what is this practice called in terms of cybersecurity parlance? Right, Swapnilji, 2 is the right answer, ransomware. And more and more attacks that we are witnessing these days are a ransomware attack. They don't want any of your data. They will just lock you out of your system, and you will not be able to do your daily job unless you pay them certain bitcoins. This happened in the Paytm Mall attack. This is happening in many of the attacks that have come in the public domain. When we talk about cybersecurity, what are the drivers of cybersecurity? The digital transformation that is happening around is one big driver of cybersecurity. India is one of the most cyber attacked countries, and the workload that is now moving to cloud. So we are having less and less on-prem and more on cloud. This means that the cybersecurity posture that one must have should be on cloud. Now, when we talk about SMBs and a cybersecurity aspect, so firstly, there is a low awareness on emerging. The keyword is emerging cyber threats. So that is first. And then there is a shortage of qualified professional who can set up the minimum level of perimeter security, cyber security as per organization's use case. Each organization has different use case. Then there is a always ongoing debate in terms of the cost benefit analysis of having the cybersecurity measures in place. Some in broad sense, it's like an insurance. Now, what is common between all of them? You see a lot of logos that we have pulled up for this session, and what is the common thread? I'll give you a second to respond on chat. What is the common thread in all stenography? Okay, I don't know what that means. The common thread is all of them faced a cyber attack in recent times. Okay, so the common thread is that all of them, yeah, so in a sense, yes, they have a digital payment enabled in some form of fashion, but all of them faced a cyber attack. And this brings us to this important topic that sometimes a cyber threat may go undetected for months. So it is very important to have right cybersecurity posture in place. So this brings us to the protection part of it. Now, when we talk about the cybersecurity as a practice, then it can be divided into two big buckets. First is the product part of it, and second is the services part of it. What are cybersecurity services? Like cybersecurity consulting. What are the best practices that one need to adopt? Implementation of the cybersecurity policies. Testing, like you have a new website or an existing website or an app, the vulnerability assessment, then the cybersecurity operations and incident response. If an attack has happened, what do we do now? All of them are part of cybersecurity services. Services are generally bespoke services. They are expensive, but the other aspect is the product part of cybersecurity. What is the product part of cybersecurity? Like a product for data security, for endpoint security, for identity and access management, network security, like a firewall. So there are two big buckets. One is product and second is services. Products are generally more cost effective, cheaper is the word that one can use as compared to services. Services are expensive. Products are ready to use canned products. So these are the two big buckets when it comes to cybersecurity. Let's talk a bit about the product part of the cybersecurity. When we talk about products, then some of the cybersecurity products are endpoint security. Endpoint security is installable software that is there in your laptop, in your any device in the server. So that is endpoint security. Then there is email security. Now, 90% of cyber attacks these days are happening through email. The reason is simple because email is something that is on your website. It is there. Email is there on the social media. Unlike many other parameters, nobody will know the MAC ID of your laptop or the WAN IP of your ILL link, but your email address, most of your circle would know. So email is something that is in the public domain, and hence a lot of attacks are originating from email. So one needs to have an email security. Email security is something like a filter that is applied to all your incoming and outgoing mails. And whether you are using Outlook or a Google or any hosted solution or any on-prem solution, you can still apply email security on top of it. So that is email security. Web security is the DNS security, and you may have firewall, you may not have firewall, but it makes a lot of sense to invest in a DNS level security because most of the attacks are originating from internet, and most of the firewalls do not have this real-time protection and real-time virus definition update. They are reactive. That when an attack would happen, then they will work on the business rules that you have predefined, but DNS security is proactive. If you, your staff member, by any chance visit a malicious website, DNS security would come into play, and it will prevent you from accessing that and thereby making your internet browsing safer. Then a virtual firewall or any appliance-based firewall is the traditional approach. But here also now we are talking about next-gen firewalls, which have advanced capabilities on URL. They work on the application level and not the session level. They are not user-based, but they are bandwidth-based. So you can get rid of the continuous hardware upgrade cycle. So that is the firewall security. And last is multi-factor authentication. If your identity is compromised, if username password is shared and somebody has access to that, then also there is a second notification that would go onto the mobile or any other device where you approve, yes, it's me who is trying to log in. So this is useful where staff members are logging in remotely and accessing confidential company information. So this is multi-factor authentication. Between these 5 products, most of the cybersecurity use cases are covered. You can add certain data security aspects, which is like a DLP, etc. But in terms of cybersecurity, they cover pretty much everything. And endpoint security, if I talk about a little bit cost estimates, it's about 90 rupees per month per laptop. Email security is also about 90 rupees per mailbox per month. Web security is at about 1600 rupees per month for a 10 Mbps ILL link. Virtual firewall is about 8,500 roughly. And there are various, I'm oversimplifying, but this is just to give you a broad ballpark idea that these products are not expensive. Multi-factor authentication about 250 rupees per user per month. So all of them which are security as a service, wherein you pay on subscription basis, there you can implement these global best products and you are covered in terms of your cyber security posture. In terms of the OEM, in terms of we also offer these products, and endpoint security we have from Trend Micro, firewall we have from Palo Alto and Fortinet, and web security, email security, and multi-factor authentication are from Cisco. So these are global best products that we are offering for our SMB customers. And if you have any query, you can get in touch with Orange Technologies, and we'll be happy to shared details with you. So this was a brief summary of what I wanted to share. I'll sum it up that cybersecurity is omnipresent. One needs to have a good understanding of the emerging cybersecurity threats. Not on mute, probably the person is not on mute. Yeah, thank you. It's better now. So to sum up, we need to be aware of the emerging cybersecurity threats and have a multi-layered security posture and invest in the right cybersecurity products so you don't need services at the later stage. In terms of the products, one should at least have an email security, endpoint security, and a firewall. That is the basic minimum to guard your perimeter in terms of setting up the right cybersecurity practice. So that's all that I wanted to cover in terms of having a good cybersecurity practice for your organization. And if there are questions, we can take it now.
Thank you so much, Hemantji, for such a nice guidance you have given to our audience. I hope they will take few of the products from this, obviously, for their security. And before just going on FAQ session or end of this session, I'm just launching one more poll. And I'm requesting all the attendees again to answer this poll. I hope everybody is able to view the poll on the screen or in the chat box. Please provide your essential poll. This is very important for us. So I'm just reading aloud this question. Which of the following factors motivate you to adopt technology solution for your organization? I'm requesting all the attendees to submit their votes. And in this second poll, we will choose top 5 voters who will vote for this session, and we'll provide a gift coupon sponsored specially by Orange Technolab. Requesting all the attendees to please poll this question. Oh wow. Still getting the votes. Requesting all the attendees to please vote this question. Still, we have 3 slots still remaining. Requesting all the attendees to please vote this question. As I'm receiving the votes, one more announcement from Orange Technolab. In case any of the client or any of the presentee or any of the attendee wants any guidance on cybersecurity product or any other solution from Tata Teleservices, we are requesting you to please reach us. We will give you a guidance. We'll give you a good suggestion, like what the solution is best suited for your organization's requirement. Still receiving the responses, requesting all the attendees to please vote this question. Okay, I'm getting the responses. Okay. Thank you so much, attendees, for responding to this quick poll. So for the closure note, I am requesting again Mr. Ankur Patel to close the session and say a few words about today's session, a few words about Hemantji and Riteshji, who have guided us so beautifully and into a very entertaining manner. So Ankurji, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sonia. And I really thanks to sir, Mr. Ritesh ji, and Alok ji, and lot many other people who help us to make this webinar successful. All the attendees who set your time for today's session, and I hope it was a fruitful 2 years. Please be free to contact us at feedback@orangewebtech.com for any type of requirement. We'll help you for free assessment. Along with the software, will help you for the cybersecurity product also. And once again, thank you very much for your time and have a good day. So with that, we'll be ending this webinar and see you next webinar with a new topic, which will help your business integrity and run 24/7. Thank you.
Definitely, Ankurji, we will come up with new session, with new topic and with new guest. Hoping for the best, and thank you so much attendees for joining today's session. Post this session, you will receive a feedback form requesting all the attendees to please provide your responses. Thank you so much for joining today's session. For next webinar session, I'll provide you the details into your WhatsApp and email IDs. Till then, bye-bye and thank you so much.
If you have any question, please be to write us on feedback@orangewebtech.com, and have a good day. Thank you.